Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Victor, is Victor here also? Abi he's not here.
Not yet. Also, Vanessa.
Vanessa is not still here. Vanessa was not here last class. Alright, let's start. So we have to click on go live. So I'm going to divide my screen into two. Alright, so we are looking at a YouTube clone website. So the first thing I want to do, uh search stuff here that you can type, Abby. You can type something inside that box. That thing is called input element. So the first thing I will do, I will bring the input elements. I'll bring the input elements. So inside these input elements, which is a text, you can see that's what you are seeing there right now. All right, I told you that we are going to give it a class of search bar. By now, you should know what I mean by a class. Search what bar. Now that is what you are seeing on top there. But the other thing I want to get, you see this picture here, this image here, I want to display it also. So you click on save image as. So locate where your file is located. All desktop is in front. This is where it is. I'll create, I think I've already created a folder called images. But this time around, I'll create a folder. You should mute his mic. What is this? So I'll call that folder thumbnail. Then I want that image to what to appear. To do now, I'm going to use the image element. So this is the image element. img is our image element. So what am I going? I have to go inside images. For images, I'll enter what thumbnail, right? From thumbnail, I'll get my image. So if I paste it in my browser, now the next thing I'm going to do, now you notice now that my image is quite big. Why this one is what quite small? There are different way of doing that. You can give it a class, then you now reduce it with your class. So if I give image is called thumbnail, let's give the class of thumbnail. All right. So I'm going to copy this class of thumbnail. Okay. I'll create a what? A style tag. Inside the style tag, I'll put my class. So my class name is thumbnail. So I will reduce it with a property called what? Width. The property called width. So I will give it something like a problem. When I gave it 300 pesos, you notice that the what they call it now,
The search bar.
the search element by default is inline block element. All right. The image element by default is inline block element. The input element by default is also inline block element. Now, how do I make that into a display of what? Of block. Come here, put the class here, paste, then do my going to block. What do you observe? The search bar is now on top, while the image is now what? Down. Please, any question?
Perfect.
No, sir.
All right. Now, let me explain something here. Here, this is your talking tech with AI. So, let me handle that with a paragraph element. So, this paragraph element, I'm going to copy this here. Can I get it full? The right up here. So I'll paste that right up. So presently now, this is what you are going to watch. This is what you are going to see. But we know that their own text. I think let's say the last word we want to have when the screen is big. The last word is what CEO Abby. That's the last word that they have there. So I'm going to give this paragraph element a class. I'm going to give it a class of video title. Press enter here so that It won't be. This is the element here. So I'm going to copy this video title class. Do for that, for me to get that alignment. Okay, if I give it a word pixels, what do I have? I still have uh, Sunday at the other side of it. A font size of 14 words pixels. All right, still giving me what I want. Like no, let's say 280. 280 should be good for me. So you can see 280 is giving me Sundays there. Let's say 250. Yes, 250 was very perfect for me. Now you can see that inside here, I don't want to click so that there's a space in between here. I did it in the last cloning project that we remember. That property is called line height. Please, am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's say I gave it 20 pixels. I gave it a line height of 20 pixels. You can see that the horizontal line inside here is wider than the way it was. What is line height? The next thing I need to set is to give my font a font word family. Font family is just the write up. So towards the end though, because this what they use here is actually what Roboto, not actually what area. So we are going to do that one later. Then their own is bold, while my own is not bold. So I'm going to give call for it to make it bold. So you can see that the talking tech AI with Google CEO is now what is now bold. So the next thing I'm going to bring in now is this right up here. That's the author. Let me just copy it. So I'm going to call my paragraph element again. So this one, let's give it a class of video author. Video, let's call it video author. I hope this thing is active. It's not active. Code compilation 100%. No wonder it's not doing its job. So I have this here. So this is, I'm trying to work on this next one. So that's what you are seeing on my browser. So we gave this one a class of video author. Then let's get this one. So I think this is the duration. So let's give it, pass it here. Then let me give it a class. I'm going to give it a class. Please, I believe you can also use ID. All right, but I'm really good with classes. I actually is talking about when the video starts and when the video will end. So I'll go to my CSS. This is what I have presently. I'll go to my CSS. The first class I'm calling is video auto Abi. Video auto. Hope I'm correct too. Yeah, video auto. Then the next class I'm having is so that's the next one I'm giving, which is what video start. So I have my video auto, I have my video starts class that have been declared. Okay, now for the video start, let's give it the video auto or the video start, let's give it a font size. Please, pixels is just unit of measurement. HTML have different units of measurement. We have pixels, we have percentage, VH. All right, all of these things are just measurements of this thing, but pixel is very common. Pixel is very common. Then the color that this one was given, I think you can see that the color here is gray. This color is gray. It's not that black. So red, I gave it 96. My blue, I gave it 96. My green RGB,
06.
yes, 96.
So
All right.
also for the green.
Okay, no wonder it was not for this guy again. No, remember, try as much as possible to make your code to be short. Try as much as possible to make your code to be what? To be short. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, instead of me to be bringing this one there, I'll just pass a comma here. So I'm bringing two classes together so that the effect will be attached to it. Press space here instead of me to be writing that particular class again and again. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right. Now, uh, by default, by default, the paragraph element is having a margin top and a margin bottom. By default, the paragraph element is having a margin top and a what? A margin bottom. You remember, I've not had it. What do we call margin again? Space outside, Abby?
Mm.
Yeah, space outside. When I say padding is space inside. So look at something there that I want to treat here. In between this, look at, let me say I pick this guy here. Check. So it's having a default margin top of 12 pixels and margin bottom of what? 12 pixels. We did not add it. Are you seeing it? So if you check this other one again, this one again, all right, this one now, it's also having, this one is even having 14. This one even went too high. Probably because I read 14 pixels, a margin bottom of what? 14 pixels. I didn't add it. So the paragraph element has a way of doing that. Do you understand? So how do I overwrite the existing word margin? It just, since it's element that is doing it, Abby, and we said there's something we called element words selector, Abby. So I'll just call the paragraph element, then I'll just set the margin of my paragraph to what? To the margin is set to be 0. That means there is no margin to left. Do you understand? So it is me that will now invoke my margin by myself. All right. Website, there is a space. Where is it now? If you look at the other space, either I can, since I have separated the video start, if I'm using video start, it means that I will be calling margin word top. Do you get me now? I'll be calling margin word top. So I want to have a space on top. So margin top, let me give it 4 pixels. Can see that there's a certain space here. Now, if you also inspect down very well, the space between the video title and this author is very much, Abi. Margin bottom. Alright, if I come to my video title, I call my margin bottom. So that's the space down. Let's say I give it 12 words pixels. So what do you notice now? There's a space between this one and what and this one. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so let's continue. Now, since this is understood, let's bring in this guy here. So this guy is coming afterwards, after your thumbnail. Alright. Right click, then you click on what? Save image what? As. Take it to the environment. I want to separate it from this other one here. Uh profile. Profile, or let's call it channel words. Channel pics. So I'll open this. I'll open the folder, then I'll save it towards image element, Abby. I'll call my image
Yes. Yes,
element,
I.
press my enter. I have to go inside images first. Then I'll go in now. This guy is appearing here by what? By default. If I say let me follow, the image element is inline block what?
Inline
Elements.
block elements.
Alright. So let's say if I want to pull this one down, I'm doing this thing now manually. Alright. I will also give you the best practice. I'll call this my thumbnail. I already called it before. To block. It will just, this guy will come down. Are you seeing it now? So this is still what? This is just a block. This one is a block. Alright. Now, there are some properties that was given this image. It means that I need to give this one, this image, a, let me give it a class of profile. Let's say profile picture. So the class I gave it is a profile picture. The reason I'm giving this profile picture so that I'll be able to what to style it. So I'll go to my CSS, I'll style it. Number one, that picture I need to call border what?
Use a
Border
border
radius.
radius.
Alright. But the first thing is let's reduce the width. So the width, let's give it a width of something like smaller width, like a 40 pixels of width. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do now, I'll give the border radius. So border radius now, since I don't have height or whatever, I'll give it 50 watts, 50 pixels. So I'm going to give it what 50 watts pixels. So you can see that it's now what circular. Now, are you following me? I'm just doing manual method. I'll still refactor this code later. So I'm going to call margin bottom. Is that the thumbnail? There will be a space between this one and what and this. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, how do I bring this guy up? Because this guy was supposed to be able to come up. This thing, you know that this one is a block element. This paragraph element is a block element. All right. I can bring it up. What I will do is just to convert. You can convert a block element to inline element. So I'll just go to the paragraph element. You know, this is I gave the paragraph element something here. But inline what block. So when I turn it to inline block, are you seeing that it goes up, everything went up, but this one is going towards the other side? That's because it's also what
We'll put the video title.
said.
That means we'll put the inline block in video title.
Thank you. I'll put it in video title. This person is actually following me. So I'll if she take it up here. So everything there they will go up. But it's not still perfect. Why is it not still perfect? I was
We'll put,
supposed, yeah, you say something.
we'll put margin left in the
Top. I'll wrap it inside a div. Let's say I'll put it inside a container. You get video info. Let's say is what video what info. All right. So I will now go to my video info. I'll call this here. I'll call the video info there. Dot my video info. So I will turn the display to be what? To be inline what block. So that means I have to remove this one that is showing here. I have to remove this one. So what do you observe now? You can see everything goes up, coming down. So how to correct this one here? Go back to your profile picture. You can call vertical what align. All right, vertical align. The value is what? So if I want to have
sir.
a
Yes, sir.
space, if I want to have a space there, I can just call margin. I can just call margin. That will be. So if care is not taken, you would think that you have one jackpot. Is this shape that you are seeing here? Is it not almost the same thing that you are seeing here? But this is not a best
No, sir.
practice. This is not a best practice. All right, it's almost the same thing, but this is not a best practice. So can we go to the best practice now? What we called display technique, CSS display what technique. So please, I will go out of coding for a while. I will come back to coding. I just want to explain, because if you understand the display technique very well, you'll be able to break any a complex website to little this thing. I'll be able to get whatever you want to what achieve. So let's look at CSS display what technique. So um, so let's see. Let me use Google Drawing to explain something. So this is what I just sniped out. Now, what we mean by CSS display technique is uh, we have two kind of display technique. We have horizontal and vertical. Horizontal display technique and vertical display technique. Another concept you need to understand is what we call container. All right. Please, oh, I hope you know that it's not only div that is a container. Or nomenclature, it has to be naming so that it will not be, you will not have the same thing everywhere, so that it will not confuse you. That's why they have, those of you that have read ahead of me, you must have seen something like article, true or false. You must have also seen something like
True.
session. All right. You must also see something like navbar. I hope I'm saying your mind. You must always see something like navbar. So that's why it's good to study ahead though. Navbar. So we also have navbar. I don't know why they are not probably they did not recognize it again. I have something like now. We also have something like let's take the now all of these things that you are seeing here. Uh, Monica, Robert, King Davy, complex website. So you don't have div. If you have div, you know you'll be confused now. You now be looking, okay, is that div 10 or div 11 or whatever. So for you to separate this name, that's why they have different words. Name is, and they are all called the same thing. Oh, they are called container. Is what you put something. All right, it's just like where you put your structure of your what, your website. Let's come back here. You see this picture that you have here, or in here like this. If I draw this out, I draw this out from here to here. All right, then let me give it a color. I'm going to give it a color blue. Then I'm going to make it transparent also, but I'm going to increase the fonts. So are you seeing that? So what I'm saying is that, remember I now said by container we have two types: the horizontal display and the what, vertical display. Are you able to differentiate between vertical and horizontal?
No, sir, I did not understand.
Any other person can take that from her. At least you, I'm not talking about programming now. What's the dictionary meaning for vertical and what's the dictionary meaning for horizontal?
A vertical is a line that is running from top to bottom,
Thank you.
while a horizontal runs from left to right.
From left to right. So it means that vertical is from here to here, abi? Horizontal is from here to what? To
Yes.
here, isn't it? Good. So now if you are looking at this particular object, this particular picture, it means that this is image, abi? And this can be inside a container, isn't it? So this is a vertical word container. So if I bring my object here, I bring it something here. Let me just use this one I already have so that I'll not have to stress. It's red. The color is red. So this is vertical. Then this one I copy it again. So this one I bring it down here. So see now, inside this particular object, vertical, and this is what, vertical. Since is it David that said from left to right, that run from top to bottom. Since it's coming from top to
No.
bottom, since it's coming from top to
Uh,
bottom, it is what, vertical B. Now
yes, sir.
if you look at the down one there that we said is vertical, this image you are seeing here can also be inside a container. Then this text can be inside a container. So it means that if I paste, all right, I paste this one here. So let's say I have something like this here. All right, then this is a container. Let's say this one I gave it a color. This one again, I duplicate this one again. I paste it here. All right, I paste this one here. Let me bring it out. Let's say this from here, this one carry from here to having. We said this is vertical, the red is vertical, isn't it? But inside the red that is vertical in the bottom one, we have from flow from left toward to right. So it means that this profile picture is horizontal. This text inside here is what? Is horizontal. Please, are you getting it? Now, please, I need a response though, because you are getting to logical
Sir, please
aspect
come
now.
again.
Now, this red, from somebody define vertical, something that come a line that come a container that is carrying this image, right? Then this other red here can be a container that is carrying this profile picture and this text, isn't it? So it means that this red and this red, then
Yes, sir.
from this part, from this one that is vertical now, I'm flowing from the inside the container, because a container is what we use to hold elements, isn't it? So it means that this one can be inside the container. Here now is going to be horizontal. These two horizontal is inside the what? A vertical. So horizontal can be inside a vertical. Do you get it? Some people leave and say, they can't get the structure. Now, if you break this talking tech, Mark Broadly and this 3.4 million views, are you getting it? If I'm looking at this from top to bottom, isn't it? I am having a vertical what alignment here. So if I come here, if I copy this, I paste it. Let's say I paste it. So I drag it out, I bring it here. So I bring it here. So this same one again, I'll paste it again. Let me take it up. So I'll copy this one, then I'll paste it. So what are you observing? It means that inside this one that is horizontal before, I have vertical alignment inside. Are we good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Because you see this thing that you have here. I'm going to give you an assignment to break it down for me, vertical and horizontal what display. So please, now let's go back to our project. Now let's go back to our job. That's all we're actually looking at, not even this one self. So let's go back to our. So now, based on the explanation I just gave, it means that this thumbnail rule, Abi, first thing first, everything we have to be inside the container, Abi. Everything we have to be inside the container. So I'm going to pass it inside here. Let's say I'm going to create a div. This. Are you with me? So this is the container. All right. The container, this is what I'm giving it. So everything is inside the container called this. Now let me give it this container. Now I'm going to give it a video preview. I'm not doing anything. So it's just for you to know that everything here is inside this particular word container from what we just explained. So this image now, this thumbnail now has to be inside the word. You can see that nothing happened to your program, nothing happened to your be inside the container, this thumbnail, right? So I'm going to create a div here also. Sorry. So it means that I'm going to create a div here too. So but this image, I'm going to give it a class of thumbnail words hyphen rule. All right, because it's thumbnail that is carrying. All right, now nothing happened, but I'm getting my alignment. You see this guy here, this channel picture, I'm going to put it inside a what? A container. All right, from what we have, I'm going to give it a div. So this image is going to be inside that particular a class of, I gave you profile picture, let's say channel. The container is, let's say, profile picture container, so that you won't get confused. Profile picture words hyphen word container. All right, now The next thing you will now observe again, now you see I've already passed this one inside the container. Do you get it? This is happening to my program right now. It's going to the other side. Now you see this video here, this container that I have here, please, this container and this container now, they are separate. These two here, from the drawing we have now, these two here, remember, this one is horizontal, this one is horizontal. Look at it too. Let me break this thing down. It means I have, so this container, I'm going to give it a class of video. Here, this one that I have here, I'll wrap them inside it. So look at it now. See the way the alignment, the program now look like. Vertical, which contain this picture. This is under what? Vertical, which contain what? Everything I have here. So inside a particular one called what? Video what? Preview. Is that okay? So now, how do I get my shape back? How do I get my program back to what? To how it was before? I've gotten different classes, but I'm talking to the thumbnail row. Let's talk to the thumbnail row. Instead of me to be putting this at the image, I'm going to call the thumbnail row class. Where's the image now? The thumbnail. So I'm going to remove this margin bottom here. I'll cut it out. So I'm going to call a class which is the thumbnail row. You can see it has gone back. Thumbnail words, thumbnail hyphen word row. Thumbnail row. I give my class there back. So it's what to look like. Now, the video info. I have a class here. I have a container here. I call video what info. You see, the video info. All right. I will set it. All right. What I said to block here was a video title before, Abby. Was it video title? No. So I'm going to set this video info now to inline block. Have I done that before? Video info, where is it? Yeah, the video info, I will set it to what? To inline block. Then I'll give it a width. I'll give it a width of 200 pixels so that it will not display itself too much. So I'll give it a width of 200 pixels. But my container is not still coming what? My container is to survey this situation. I'll go to my video info grid. All right, that will take me to a concept of grid display. All right, a concept of grid display of grid. So let's go to the video info. Abi, all of them, they are inside this video info grid. So let's come to this guy. So let me display to be grid. I'll turn display to be grid. I'll give that one, I'll give that image 50 pixels. 50 pixels should be okay for it. Sorry, the values should be what? Grid. Please, are you guys with me? If you are with me, can you say the template I want to have here now? I want to have 2 columns. So if you want to split it into 2 columns, you have to call what we call the 5 pixels. Then I'll give it supposed to what? How it's supposed to look like. So if I want to have a space in between these two, this one now, I'm going to call this 10 pixels. You can see that there's a space in between this one and what? And this one. So as I brought a concept now, I like to break it down to your level. Let me just do some practice with you on grid. So I'm going to create a new file. Let's say I want to practice with you guys. So HTML words, HTML5, HTML. I'm going to look at this one you are doing on and off and on. I don't understand though. So I'm going to be having let's turn this title to grid practice. Grid words practice. You will see what is going on that particular word browser grid. Div. I have a div. Inside this div, I have 2 divs. All right. There I have this one. I call this one div1. Then this one I call this one what div2. This one I'm going to give this one a style. I'm styling it. I'm going to give this one a background color of let's say brown. So I have these two color here now. Now, whatever container you may call, they are block elements. By now you should know what block element is all about. They occupy the entire horizontal world space. They are block elements. Okay, so that's why you are saying that style it. I will use this one to talk to the rest. So what I will do is that I will turn this parent to what? To a display of what? Of grid, just like what I did just now. What? Grid template what? Columns. So grid template columns, let's say since there are two, all right, I can say okay, let me say 100 what pixels. If I say 100 pixels, what do you observe? I'm having just one column now. But if I say 100 pixels, I press space, I said 200 pixels, I'm going to be having two columns. All right, you can see that I'm having two columns, but this one is bigger than what? Than this one. Are you getting me? Let's say for example now I duplicate. So what do you observe? Because I have already set my grid template column to be what? To be 200 pixels and 200 pixels. You see that when you get to this particular, it brought it down. Are you with me? Let's say I brought this one also. I duplicate this one here. I put this one here. You can see that when it got here, it break down. Let's say I come to my template column now. I pass in another one. I say 100 what? Pixels. So
Recording has stopped.
it will get to what? 3 now. That this is 1, 2, 3. It break itself down. If I have said okay, let me have 4. Then I gave this one. I said I bring in something like 300 watts pixels. What are you having?
Recording is on.
I got what? 3-sided. This is 1, 2. Is it 3 now? Be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 what? 4. Are you seeing what I'm having? So if I come here and I increase the height, I increase the height of this guy to be I hope I'm good. Yeah, I increase it 300 pixels. 300 pixels. You can see what I'm having. This one now is 1, 2. Are we okay? Then how do I have a space in between these two container? The property is called 20 pixels. You can see that there will be a column gap in between them. Are you seeing it? A column gap. So the space in between them is actually what? 20 pixels. Let's say for example now I go to the next. Now I'm having a column gap, but I'm not having a what? A row gap. So how do I pass a row gap? A space at the horizontal. Now remember I always said if you don't want to be writing code too much, you can use the short. Then I pass in something like 20 what pixels here. You can see that it will give me the row and it also give me what? The column. Please, any question?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir, from my end.
All right. I think it's getting interesting now. All right. Now you know that this container, you put something inside. You can put a form, you can put a picture, you can put a video, anything, you put them inside. That's why a site is the concept of this now. Let's say for example I said instead of 200 pixels, because this one is making it to have a fixed width, I turn this on to 1 FR, which I did there. So when I turn it to 1, it means free space. Some people call it free ratio, I don't know. But what is going on for 1 FRO, for the FRO there, is that you can see that this container is not flexible. Look at it. If I increase the size of this browser, are you seeing it? It goes along with it. It will fit in. That is the work of what? Of your FRO. Okay? Is that okay? That's the job of your what? Of the FRO. That's what FRO does for us. So that's the work of what? Of FRO. Now, it is not only one FRO that we have 2 FRO, we have 3 FRO, we have turn this on to 2FR. Look at it now. This one now is bigger than. Are you seeing it? They are growing, they are shrinking, they are growing. This is 1FRO, this is what? 2FRO. So basically, 2FRO is 1/4 or half of, sorry, 1FRO is 1/4 or half of what? 2FRO. That's how to what? To know it. Can we go back? Let's go back to our project so that I'll round up, because the information is becoming much to our project. So let's go back to our project so that we just round up. So I haven't done this now. I've gotten this part, but I've not gotten the other part. So I gave this one, uh I gave this one FRO, I gave this one something like stuff like this. Now this guy now is now going to duplicate this my HTML code. Where is it? Yeah, if I close this guy here, I duplicate it. Look at it though. It's not giving me what I when I maximize my browser. I can see that it's coming horizontally. It's not spreading the way that their own is spreading. Okay. So why do I confuse? This thing can confuse somebody. I hope that's where I stop. All right. So I have this here. Let me undo. So I have this here. It means now that for me to get that effect, this thing, this video, wherever, I am going to, I'm going to put it inside a container. Let me call this session. I have something like this. So I'm putting in this guy, this entire stuff, I'm putting it inside this session. So this session now, I'm going to turn it to, I'm going to give it a class. I'm going to give it a class of video grid, because I'm turning it to a grid now. A class of what? Video grid. Right. I'll call it inside my styling dot. I'll paste this guy here. So from what we have learnt there now, let's say I have two of these inside the session. I have two of these inside the session, so that you see what's going to happen to a display of what? Of grid. Call my property display. Now I'll pass my grid here. So the next thing I will have to call now, I have to call my grid template what? Column. Grid template what I have there? Grid, just play. Then I have 200 watts pieces. I said that it will go the other side of it. Alright, but I'm just making this thing. If you want to space it, you can call your gap. So let me give it a gap of 10 pixels, or 20 pixels should be better also. So now when I gave it a gap, you are not observing, you are not seeing that the effect is showing there, because what is going 100 pixels, the width of this image is given to be 300 pixels, and I also make it a block. So the first thing I will do, I will turn it to 100 watt percent. So that's what is going on here now. It occupy the entire space of the container, but this is not the best practice. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to subject this onto the free space 1FRO. Then this other one will be what? Minimize my screen. They are all what? Fitting the screen that I'm looking at. But I'm having issue now. There's an issue with this at 4, because the sample that we are cloning, I think it's 4 that they have. Please be checking it. 1FRO, 1FRO. They have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12. So you can see, guys, with me. It's almost close to this. Hello? Hello? Please, can you say something?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, with you, sir.
Okay. It's almost close to this. It's almost close. I will now move to the head. I'll move to the sidebar. That's how I will be coding it gradually until I get what I want to achieve. So let me give room for questions so that I'll call it a day. So that I give you your assignment. This is what I have presently. This is the previous one.
Sorry, sir. How did you duplicate those photos?
Yes, what I did was that I highlighted it. Look at it. It's inside a container called view. Shortcut is shift alternate then your down arrow key. Are you seeing it? So it will be going down. But please, is that okay? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
It's
So
okay, sir. Give it a try.
yeah, please give it a try. It's very very important. Because if you don't give it a try, you will be lost. So as you are giving it a try, this is what you do for me as your assignment. As you are giving it a try, please go to the original website. Where is it again, Seth? So go to the original website, load the original picture like this one, load them, load these ones, the original picture that you have there, and their what? Their channel pictures, load them, and again their text, load them. Please ensure you do this assignment.
All of them.
Yeah, you are loading all the pictures, the profile, these are channel pictures and the text. You can see that my own presently and the channel of the original, then the text of the original on your own. Is that understood? I'm going to drop the source code for this class. I also drop this group practice for you guys. Then another assignment. Let me know how to pack assignment for you. Let me allow you to do this. Hmm? Let's have a lovely night's rest. Our next class. Our next class is this
Friday.
Friday before Friday, because the reason why I say you should submit it before Friday so that by Friday we know we are still going to have to it, so you will not be building on it.
Sir, should we screenshot it or send the file?
Screenshot, please always screenshot. I don't have time to be checking your code. Please always screen.